How to combat cravings. This is something I get asked a lot, pretty frequent one. And I thought I would make a quick video about it, maybe to help you guys out and give some suggestions here, just something that you can listen to. And I noticed that when I started having a bit of an eating regimen, this is something I ran into a lot, especially when I was shifting my eating patterns, because normally I would just go to the gas station and get whatever it was that I was craving. I would just impulsively and quickly alleviate that craving by buying whatever the food item was at a gas station or something. So if we're trying to shift our patterns a little bit, and whether it be sweet or savory, here are some suggestions for you guys. If it's a sweet craving, then the easiest answer I could give is maybe find something that's still sweet but just lower in calories. Okay, so a good option would be, obviously fruit is a good one, but if you're wanting something with a little bit more substance, then fruit, or just something that is going to alleviate that sweet craving. Protein bar, protein shake is going to be a good idea. Halo Top's amazing. That's something that Pamela and I, we eat on the regular, 3-4 times a week after dinner. It's very low calorie. We may not eat the entire pint, but sometimes we do, and that's completely fine. It has a little bit of sugar, but not a ton. And I think a pint of highest calorie Halo Top is 360 calories, so it's considerably lower than Ben & Jerry's, which on average is going to be anywhere between 1,100 and 1,300 calories. So a huge difference there. Dark chocolate is another good source of something sweet. It's going to alleviate that sweet craving. Plus, it's chocolate, so it's going to, if you're craving chocolate, it's something you can do. I know a couple of my clients over the years, they've tried things like maybe they have that sweet craving right after dinner. So they might just have 2 or 3 Hershey's Kisses right afterwards, and that's enough for them. That alleviates that sweet craving, but it's very low in terms of calories, so you're not kind of going off the deep end as far as eating, a couple candy bars after dinner or something. If it's savory, it's the same thing. You can find something that's going to be a good substitute but lower calorie. Okay, they've got lower calorie chips at Hy-Vee and Sprouts and Trader Joe's and things like that now. They've even got ones like, I know Quest, they came out with a whole line of savory chips that have a little bit of protein in them, and they're really low calorie. So that's a good option. The other thing that doesn't really have to do with just substituting the food is you might spread out smaller meals throughout the day. If you find that you're snacking and that you're craving things at certain times of the day, it may just be because you're legitimately hungry, but that's something you should ask yourself. Am I physiologically hungry right now, or am I just bored? Am I just trying to fill the time? Is there nothing to do, so therefore I'm going to eat? In that case, it might be a better option to have smaller meals throughout the day so that you're satiated. And I know for me, I usually don't go 2 or 3 hours without eating something. I tend to graze throughout the day. For some of my clients, intermittent fasting is going to be a better option, where they're going to just say, okay, I'm going to start eating at noon, and then I'm going to eat until 8 o'clock, and that's my eating window. Or 8, not 8 in the morning, but 10 in the morning to 8 at night, so it might be a little bit of a longer feeding window. But grazing, spreading out your meals, having smaller meals throughout the day, that's a good option if you find yourself craving junk at the end of the night, or food that's deemed less healthy. And those items, really, that's all you really need to focus on if you're craving things. I know I've read things where they say drink a glass of water. I think that's a good idea. Recognize that the craving will pass if you give it time. It's usually a physiological urge that isn't going to stick around for too long unless you're legitimately hungry. If you're feeling physiological hunger for a long period of time, then you should probably eat something. But those items, I believe, are the best way to combat cravings, whether it be sweet or savory. So I hope that helped. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. And if you guys have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out to me or Pamela, okay? All right.